Hello, everybody. It's Barbara Moore here for Catch Your Breath 60, and we're going live today at tea time at 3. We meet every day, every week, on a Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm very happy to have people join me on my channel. It keeps me out busy, gives me something to do, and I love being in touch with all of the people that are followers and supporters for me. I am from Southern Ontario. I have COPD and heart failure. Good afternoon, Janice. How are you? Hello, Kathleen. I'm so happy to see you join me today. Hi, Jane. How are you? We're going to talk about Jane's book a little bit later. So one of the things that happens when you have chronic illness like COPD, your world becomes much, much smaller. You have a problem doing the things that you used to be able to do, but that does not take the love away. So my husband and I have a home, and we've been gardening our backyard for 35 years. When I first got sick, we had to let the garden go because, well, everything was about me and getting me better. And so, but it didn't mean that I lost the love of it. And and my husband does most of the work now. I can't do too much in the garden anymore, but I do pots and stuff on the porch, on my back porch here, where I sit most of the time, and I can just go out from my office. It's a very nice little porch out here. It's not very big. It's enough for 2, maybe 3 people, and Hunter, but not much bigger than that. So it's not a gathering place like the downstairs is, but it helps me to get out and get some fresh air, right? So I do pots in there all summer. And then last summer I had some beautiful pots, and we went to a beautiful florist in Ancaster, and we got some really, really healthy, nice plants. So when I asked them if you could overwinter the plants, they said, no, absolutely, you couldn't do that. But I have overwintered some of them, so we'll see how they make out. Sometimes they are leggy and long, and they don't actually overwinter well. But I don't know, because from what I'm seeing, they're doing pretty good. And I'm going to go in and tell them that I overwintered them. Not that they'll be as healthy as if they were first purchased, but I am trying to stay up on the fertilizer and the watering of the plants, right? So one of the things is about watering the plants is to really water them sparingly. My garden, as you're going to see, is mostly succulents and cacti. I wanted to start with something a little bit different, so that's interesting. But one of the things is that if you water them too much, then they are going to probably get gnats and flying things. The more water you give them, the more that's likely. And she overwintered her geraniums. That's fabulous. I've actually done that a couple of times, overwintered the geraniums. I basically think that it's more trouble than it's worth. But if you have the time, it's nice to try it. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is my desk here, and I sit in front of this great big window all day, which shows me all the birds and everything. So I'm going to start with this one because this is my aloe plant, and it is absolutely huge, just humongous, and nice fat leaves on it. We don't use it very often, but I got one because I liked the idea of having a plant in the kitchen if I burned myself. Well, I never used it for that. Never once did I use it for that. I don't know, I guess I don't burn myself. My daughter has used it a couple of times. But here's the thing with aloe vera. They are prolific breeders. So you'll see that I have another one here, and as I go around, you're going to see a few more of them. So what happens is they have baby shoots that come out all the time, and eventually you have to take them out and repot them, which gives you another plant. So if there's anybody that is local would like aloe vera, please get in touch with me. I have several of them up for grabs. This is my prayer plant. They called it a prayer plant. I love this plant. And it's thriving for me. Once I brought it home and repotted it, it's absolutely thriving for me. It likes to be watered a little bit more than the cacti or the succulents. And its flowers, its leaves, fold up at night. So that's why they call it the prayer plant. Its leaves fold up as soon as the darkness, as soon as it starts getting dark outside. It's pretty interesting to watch it. And this would be an example of how they would do that, right? Yeah. This is one of my overwintered plants. This is the ivy that they said would never grow inside. It's growing pretty good, not bad. It's not a huge piece, and I haven't had it in for very long. I think my husband went out and grabbed it for me in November, and we put it in some water, and then I had to cut out a lot of the dead ones and so forth. So that's that garden, and it just sits there, and you'll see that I have a grow light. It really helps them, and without the grow light, hi Janice, without the grow light, it probably wouldn't, yeah, they wouldn't grow. There's not enough light for them. So this is my desk. I had a picture up here the other day of my desk, and this is a succulent. I do not know what the name of it is. This is called a shark's tooth, and it comes with beautiful beautiful yellow flowers. When it comes up with these gorgeous yellow flowers. And I had these on. I took a couple of pictures in here. Inside these flowers, where am I? Inside these flowers are little studs where the flowers came off. They're full of seeds. So that'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I have a Christmas cactus over here that is refusing to bloom for me. It's just being a royal pain. But I'm going to keep trying with it. We'll see how it goes. And sometimes you just get to the point where you have to get rid of it, and that's all there is to it. I have another cactus here. Once again, I do not know what the name of it is, but I bought them at Costco because they were so gorgeous. I bought 3 of them. These 2 were part of it, and I'll show you the other one. Yeah, so that's it. Now, let's look at the rest of the garden. Over on this side, which is right across from my window, my grandson, I am growing a fern. Isn't that gorgeous? It's not very big, and I've had to cut tons and tons off of it, but it's in that pot with African violet. We'll see how that goes. This is a palm that came out of a little tiny arrangement, and I didn't have the nerve to throw it out, but look at how big it is. It's like 3 different shoots there, and they keep exploding. And of course, there is my mother-in-law's tongue, my snake plant. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's growing like crazy. Absolute crazy. I love African violets, Beverly. I absolutely love African violets. I have some in the kitchen that I can't show you today. I may show you at another time. I'm just not prepared to show you today, and I don't want to be, because I'm not sure it's going to work. So here we have donkey's tails. Oh, how cool is this one, right? It grows right over the pot. It hangs over naturally because the stems are too heavy to grow up. Not sure what that one is. My husband bought that for me for Christmas. This one right here. I'm not sure what it is. Hi, Linda. Hi, Karen. And this is a string of turtles. A string of turtles. So see, these are the big ones, and these are the babies that are coming out. This is all new growth since I bought this. And it will eventually hang, and the string will get pretty long, let me tell you. There is a string of pearls. There is a string of turtles. There's a string of dolphins. All kinds of, they're succulents. And so that's, they're hard to take care of. More succulents. This one is a I can't pronounce it. It's absolutely gorgeous though. And a couple more over here, right? These ones here I've had forever. I don't even know what they are. I have no idea what the names of them are. Sit there, and what happens with those is that this is a problem with succulents, right? They grow babies. So what happens with succulents is that you end up with an awful lot of inventory. And then you kind of feel like you have to do something else with them, right? So I'm kind of thinking that I might start doing some fairy gardens. We'll see. I'll show you what I've got so far. There's my tulips. They're getting big, and I think that they're going to start blooming. I think they're red tulips. But like I said, I don't know because I haven't, I don't remember what it was that I bought. And I purchased them one day in the fall when we were planting our garden in the in the, we were planting our garden in the fall. We went to the nursery to get some tulips. And I got these tulips. My husband got some for outside. I got these tulips and just opened them and put them in the pot. And they were in the fridge all winter. Well, they were in the fridge from September to January, and then the end of January, I took them out. Maybe before the end of January. But that helps them to overwinter, to, and yeah. So, but I don't know what they are. I don't know what color they are. So I'll be as surprised as everybody else. Okay, so cactus, and shark's fin. So the shark fin has come home from the nursery as it is. There's 3 of them there. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there's 3 of them there. And I'm thinking it needs to be repotted. So we'll try that. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I've never had shark's fin, so I absolutely do not know how it works. So this is the beginning of my fairy gardens. And if you look really close, you will see that I have 3 cups in here with my kids' names on them, which puts me in mind to try and start some fairy gardens. So I'm looking for some, well, probably dollar store pieces, right? Little fairies and maybe a bench and I don't know, something. Because you do end up with so much inventory that it kind of, encourages you to do that. This is an interesting one. This one is called Mexican Hens and Chicks. It's absolutely gorgeous. All of its frilly leaves on the side. They're fabulous. And finally, I have the rest of my aloe here, or a few more plants of aloe vera. So honestly, if you're local, hit me up for aloe vera. So that's about that for my garden. I spend my weekends tending to my garden and making sure that it's, looking nice. And I spend a little bit of money on it. The soil's not cheap. The plants aren't cheap. So it is what it is, right? If you're not willing to do it, then don't start down that road. So let's talk about books. So hobbies. Everybody has to have a hobby. What's your hobby? Leave me a note at the bottom or someplace here and let me know what your hobbies are. I like gardening. It's not for everybody. I also like reading books, and I read a book every night before I go to bed. I have a book. My problem is I have a hard time holding them. So most of my books are on thank you, Linda. Thank you. I like orchids, but I'm not good at them yet. And I've just thrown one out because I didn't know how to bring it back. It's too bad. We should compare. So I was asked by Jane M. Martin to, I'm going to show you this from the back. I'm going to turn the camera around because I don't believe that you can see it otherwise. This book is called Live Your Life with COPD. And Jane was generous enough to send me a copy along with the other stuff that goes with the book. The book can be purchased at their website at liveyourlifewithcopd.com. It is an Amazon book. It covers 52 weeks. So you would start at any time that you get it. You would start at that page and work through a year of education and information on COPD. So 52 weeks. Okay, and you can get that at her website, where she has a link to Amazon, or you can get it directly from her website, I think. She also has a companion that goes with it, and it is Taking Back Your Life Framework. So this matches up with here, and this is kind of the workbook that goes with the information here. So thank you very much, Jane. I find your book is quite comprehensive. I know a couple of people who have it already, and it's very nice. It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading. I have a hard time concentrating. But it's an excellent book to work through and to work through and ask yourself questions, to open the conversation with yourself, to open the dialogue. Excellent. And finally, I have my chronic illness planner. It is another planner that I created because somebody asked me to. It is a 15-month planner. There's not a lot of content in this book because, from what I hear from people, they like to do it themselves. So this is a book where it guides you to journal your symptoms, your exercise, the weather, whatever it is you want to do. It's in here. This is a 15-month journal. It's 200 pages, and it can be started anytime, any month, any day. Leave a comment and let me know what your hobby is. I want to hear about it. I hope you enjoyed mine, and thank you for letting me share it with you. Yes, I believe that it is. Both of them are. You can go to my page at Catch Your Breath 60, and you'll find a link there. As well as that, I'm putting up some journals that people might want to download to accompany what they're using. So the first one that has gone up already is Color of My Moods. And oh, good for you, Beverly. Send me some. Color of My Moods. It's up there for $2.50 to download it. You can print it. So there's going to be some more going up as I get around to it and find the time to do it. So on my page at catchyourbreath60.com. Thank you, everyone, for today. I appreciate everybody who stopped by, and I hope you enjoyed my garden. Sorry, I don't know how to get out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Oh my goodness.